I still hear your footsteps echo softly in my mind. Every promise that we whispered still lingers through the night. I keep reaching for your shadow, but it fades before I know. Guess I'm learning slowly how to miss you on my own. And I try to breathe without your name, but every heartbeat feels the same. 'Cause I'm holding on to letting go, caught between the highs and lows. You're the memory I can't escape, the quiet ache I learned to face. I'm standing still, but time runs slow. I'm holding on to letting go. I keep all our moments folded tight inside my chest, but they're heavier with every night. I try to get some rest. And the truth is like a whisper saying we reached the end, but it's hard to lose a lover who was also once a friend. And I try to breathe without your name, but every heartbeat feels the same. 'Cause I'm holding on to letting go, caught between the highs and lows. You're the memory I can't escape, the quiet ache I learned to face. I'm standing still, but time runs slow. I'm holding on to letting go. Maybe someday I'll forgive the past when the hurt stops hitting fast. But tonight I'm stuck between what was real and what I dreamed. Still holding on to letting go, learning how to take it slow. You're the memory I can't erase, but I'll find peace in empty space. I'm moving on, but even so, I'm holding on to letting go. I found your words in an old drawer, ink fading like the love we swore. Every line still cuts like rain, bringing back the quiet pain. Your handwriting feels so close, like you're whispering a ghost. But the truth keeps sinking in, you're not coming back again. And I'm reading what remains, trying not to break again. There are tears on the letters you left, every memory soaked in regret. I traced your name with trembling hands, trying hard to understand why forever lost its breath. Now there's tears on the letters you left. just written in a moment, a fragile paper confession that shattered all our questions. I should burn these pages clean, but they're all that's left of what we've been. So I hold them like a lifeline, even though they're killing me inside. And I read them one more time, searching for a reason why. There are tears on the letters you left, every memory soaked in regret. I trace your name with trembling hands, trying hard to understand why forever lost its breath. Now there's tears on the letters you left. Maybe healing starts with fire, but I can't let go of my desire to feel you close in every word. Even though it burns, it hurts. There are tears on the letters you left, but I'm learning slowly to accept that some goodbyes are meant to stay, even when they fade away. My heart's bruised but not dead yet. Through these tears on the letters you left. I keep walking through the places where your memory still waits. Every corner feels familiar, but the warmth has been replaced by the silence that you left here, by the echoes of our past. I'm pretending I'm not hurting, but the waves keep pulling fast. And I tell myself to breathe, but your absence follows me. 'Cause I'm drowning in what we were, in the love that still occurs, in the pieces of a promise that we never got to finish. Every heartbeat makes it worse. I'm still drowning in what we were. Every picture on my phone now feels like someone else's life. We were laughing, we were shining. Now it cuts me like a knife. I keep trying to escape it, but the tide won't let me go. Guess the hardest part of losing the part you never show. And I tell myself to breathe, but your shadow clings to me. 'Cause I'm drowning in what we were, in the love that still occurs, in the pieces of the promise that we never got to finish. Every heartbeat makes it worse. I'm still drowning in what we were. Maybe time will drain the ocean, wash away this soiled devotion. But tonight I'm trapped beneath every word we didn't speak. Still I'm drowning in what we were, though I know you won't return. Your goodbye became an anchor, pulling deeper, sinking further. But someday I'll rise for sure from this drowning in what we were.
Kept the quiet moments, hoping you would come around. But every time I reached for you, you were barely even found. You loved me in the margins, never fully in the lines. And I tried to read between them, but the truth was hard to find. I gave you all the parts of me, but you chose what you wanted to see. Now I'm living with the spaces you didn't fill, all the empty rooms, your silence still. I try to make you feel at home, but you never stayed, you never showed. And I'm healing from the love that stood too still in the spaces you didn't fill. I thought if I was patient, you'd learn how to stay close. But you were made of distance, a ghost inside your own hopes. I carried all the weight for us when you wouldn't even try. And the hardest part of leaving was admitting I survived. I gave you all the parts of me, but your heart stayed incomplete. Now I'm living someone who won't hide behind love that's only halfway there. Someone real, someone who cares. Now I'm closing all the spaces you didn't fill, learning how to love for real. You were only half a story, but I'm writing my own glory, and my heart can't wait for someone still, stuck in spaces they didn't fill.
I've been waiting by the doorway, like you'd somehow walk back in. But the echoes in this hallway only remind me where you've been. Your sweater still hanging on the chair you used to claim. I keep staring at the silence, calling softly out your name.
I know you're gone, but I still try to hold the pieces you left behind.
With this heavy heart and empty arms, I'm learning life without your warmth. You were the fire in my coldest nights. Now you're the ghost that haunts the light. I'm standing here with all these scars and this heavy heart, these empty arms.
I replay our faded moments like a movie stuck on pause. There were smiles, there were promises. Now I'm counting what I lost.
Every morning feels unfinished. Every night feels way too long. I keep hoping you'll remember that this is where you still belong.
I know you're gone, but I still try to breathe without asking why.
With this heavy heart and empty arms, I'm learning life without your warmth. You were the fire in my coldest nights. Now you're the ghost that haunts the light. I'm standing here with all these scars and this heavy heart, these empty arms. Maybe someday I'll feel lighter. Maybe love will come again. But tonight I'm holding shadows of a story that just ends. With this heavy heart and empty arms, I'm letting go of who we are. You were the fire, you were the spark. And now I'm finding light